Hello YouTube, this is Keith Kevin Ken. How you doing? How you doing? I hope you're doing well. Time again for another knife of the day. I actually promised this video for 2 days ago, but life got in the way. So here it is. This is an interesting one. The knife of the day is the brand new Sage 1 from Spyderco. Yeah, I said Sage 1, part of the Sage series. But Spyderco actually upgraded the steel on this Sage 1. So the Spyderco Sage 1 with Maxamet steel and gray G10. This is the original Sage 1. There's Sage 1 through 5. The Sage series, what they do is Spyderco recognizes and celebrates the knife makers who created locks. So Sage 1 is a liner lock. And it celebrates Michael Walker, who created it. Sage 2, I'm not going to go through all of them, but Sage 2 is Chris Reeves' integral frame lock. So it's a frame lock. At the end, I'm going to show you all the Sages. But when I saw that they were going to update Sage 1, it's really an interesting thing from Spyderco. And I don't know if they're signaling that they're going to do the entire Sage series with updated super steel. So here's the deal with Sage. All of the Sage knives have different locks because a Sage is a very wise person. And the Sage knife series celebrates different locks and their lock makers. But everything else is the same. I mean, literally everything else is the same. The same size. And you'll see when I put them down at the end. 3-inch blade. They are so fundamentally Spyderco. It has that Spyderco leaf shape blade. It has the forward 50-50 choil on all of them. All of them are the same. 2.6-inch edge. And every single one of them, until this new one, the steel was CPM's S30V steel. Every single one of them. Same steel, same shape, same fundamentals, but different locks. Okay? This is the first time that Spyderco has decided to change the steel. A fundamental change. Of course, Maxamet steel is one of those really popular new super steels. Got all kinds of great cutting characteristics. Of course, retains a wonderful edge. And Spyderco has been releasing a lot of Maxamet steel over the couple of years or so with this gray G10 on their knives. This is a great package as a knife. Now, the reason I say I wonder if they're going to do this with all of them is, again, some of the Sages, 2 other Sages have had changes done to them. Okay? Sage 3 actually had a different G10. There is a blue and wave G10 scale on Sage 3. And Sage 5, which celebrated Spyderco's compression lock, well, it was just changed because they did a lightweight version with FRN scales. But of course, as you can see, still the same shape, same size, and still with Crucible's S35VN steel. Now this is one. This is the new one. Where's my Chris Reeve? Did I not bring this out? I can't. Oh, here it is. I lost it on my messy desk. Here's Chris Reeves. Celebrating Chris Reeves' integral frame lock. By the way, the other thing they all have in common, this is Sage 2, 3, and one of the rarest and one of the most expensive is Sage 4, which celebrates the back lock. Okay? Let's make some room here. Those are the 5s. So, but as you can see, all the same proportions. The other thing is, all of them have the wire clip. Right hand, left hand, tip up only. See-through construction. Skeletonized liners. So well made. Really so well made. Taiwan made. But now with Maxamet steel. So I would love to see if they're going to do the Sage 2 with Maxamet, the Sage 3 with it. My goodness, if they bring back the Sage 4, I sold my original Sage 4 for so cheap when I had trimmed my collection, and it cost $550. You cannot find it for less than $550. I found a brand new unboxed one for about that amount and finally gave in and spent that amount. That could have been a Chris Reeve Sabenza. But I decided to get it so I could get the whole set. But I would love to see all 5 of the Sages with Maxamet steel. Can you imagine? It would just be wonderful. But Spyderco hasn't said what they plan to do yet. They haven't said that this is the beginning of something. Right now, they're being Spyderco about it. Which means we don't know if there's a new series, if there is a series, when it will release, what it'll release with. We have no clue because it's Spyderco. But I love the fact that this is one of the first. It is available. It's just out. Again, 3-inch blade, forward choil, 2.6 inch of edge, 7.1 inches total size, 3.2 ounces. Of course, number 4 with the wood and the steel bolsters heavier. The titanium too is heavier. But you get the feeling, right? Wire clip, which I love. Everything is perfect about these knives. It's the perfect set for Spyderco. It's worth looking into. I have my fingers crossed that they do Maxamet. And then over the years, after they get all of them with Maxamet, do them with other steels. I was just thrilled that they decided 2 years ago to celebrate their own lock, the compression lock, with the 5, and then to do the lightweight version later. I thought that was ballsy. But new steel, I applaud them. There you have it. The knife of the day. It is the Sage 1 returns. But this time with Maxamet steel and continuing Spyderco's theme of Maxamet steel knives with the gray G10 on it. Just a wonderful knife. A wonderful gesture. Now we'll all just have to wait and see what Spyderco does with the rest of the Sage series, if anything at all. So there you have it. Hope you enjoyed looking at the Sage 1 and the entire Sage series. I appreciate all of you guys. I have 3 knives coming in tomorrow that I just couldn't let pass They are not Spydercos. They're brand new exclusives. And so I will definitely be on Instagram with them as soon as they arrive. And I'll do a video for people who are interested in knives other than Spydercos. I appreciate all of you guys. Hey, take good care of yourselves. Listen to me. Especially as men, a lot of time you have family, you have work, you have guys, friends, you've got all this stuff. Your football team, you got all your stuff that you have to worry about, and you sometimes don't take care of yourself. Hey, taking care of yourself is not selfishness. It's like, it's like when the flight attendant tells you, if the masks fall, put it on yourself first, even if you have a baby. Because if you're out, the baby has no chance. Same here, especially in these times. You stay healthy so you can help others, all right? Help your own family and friends and loved ones. Just do it. I know we're hung up, man, as men, but just do it. I appreciate all of you guys. Don't forget to subscribe, turn on notifications. I have a whole bunch of knives that I haven't done, and I'll get to at some point. Let's see. I ask you to subscribe, right? I ask you to turn on notifications, and I ask you to take good care of yourselves. That's it. Keep those pockets full. Goodbye.